I'm going to be making some glow-in-the-dark keychains today, and I'm going to need some pigments. So it's a good job I've had a delivery from the lovely Lou at Create and Bloom. And I was surprised, considering I only ordered five of the pigments, to receive such a big box. And bless her, she sent me all these goodies as well. So let's unbox this and I'll show you what she sent. So first of all, the ones that I ordered, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think there's seven or eight different colours of the glow-in-the-dark pigments, and I ordered the red, which is that one, and the lemon, gorgeous, and purple, lovely, that's lovely, that one, sky blue, but this obviously doesn't look sky blue, so that would turn out different, I'm assuming, once it's mixed, and a lime. And so that's the ones I ordered. So I'm just going to quickly show you what she sent me as little extras, bless her. These gorgeous starfish, and look at the size of them, they're massive. I love those. And I've got some, oh, let's just do the other. These are the other two colours that she sent me in the neons, the glow in the dark, tangerine and pink. Look at those stunning colours. They are gorgeous. She also sent me some of her pigments. This is the bee's nest and the, I can't pronounce that. No, I'm not even going to try that, but it's a lovely purple colour. So there's those two opaque epoxy pigments, gorgeous. I've got two moulds in here. This is a lovely, it looks like a candle holder maybe, a lady, she's lovely, and also another little tea light holder, and this has got some lovely detail on the side there. Let me just open this one up and show you. So it's got this sort of I don't know what you'd class it, well, it's got like a lovely texture on it anyway, so that's gorgeous, love that. And she sent me a lovely little pot to decorate, so look forward to doing that one. Some barrier cream, protects against resin, paints and solvents, so you can put this on your hands before you start. Let's just squish off that top bit. Let's give this a little sniff test. Oh, oh, if only there was smell-o-vision. That smells gorgeous. Let's just rub some of that in, shall we? Put some of that on. Oh, it's lovely and creamy. Oh, it dries really quick as well. That's really nice. Love that. Right, so that's that one. Oh, I can still smell that. That's got a lovely strong smell to it. That's gorgeous. And also some epoxy resin scrub. So this is a palm potion exfoliating hand scrub for resin artists. Gently lifts resin, paint and grime while softening the skin, infused with nourishing oils and natural exfoliants. Let's give a little smell test of this as well. Oh, that's lovely. Smells similar to the barrier cream. Love that. Thank you ever so much, Lou. Lou from Create and Bloom creates all these gorgeous products for us to use in our resin crafts, and while I'm just getting all these pigments ready, I do want to mention that she's going through such a horrific ordeal at the moment, bless her. She's so lovely, and she's recently had a flood in her property. She really does need our help at this time. Normally my description box will be full of discount codes and wish lists and things like that, but on this occasion she really does need our help. So there will be obviously a link to her website, and there will also be a GoFundMe link. So if anyone can spare a few pennies just to help support her in this horrible time that she's going through with her and her kids, then that would be muchly appreciated. So if you can't afford anything to donate, then maybe just order a little something off of her website. So all the links will be in my description box, as I've said. So please support her in any way you can, and let's show her some love. I'm just going to finish off undoing all these products, and then we can start making some keychains. I've mixed up some resin, and I'm just going to add to that some silver non-sink glitter. So I'm just going to put a little helping of that into there, and then get that mixed in. And then I need to separate this into 7 little pots so we can get these colours mixed up. Right, so I'm just going to separate this resin now into these little pots. So we've got 7 little pots now, all with glittery resin in them, and I'm just going to start off with the red one. And with these pigments, because they're synthetically made, you do need to add a little bit more than what you would normally use. So we do normally add about 10% of pigments to our resin, and with these we want to be adding about 15. So I'm going to put a generous little helping of that one into there and get it mixed up. Don't forget to scrape around your sides. So that's all nicely mixed in now, and we're going to keep these nice and simple just to show off these lovely pigments. So I'm just going to pour that one straight into there. Lovely. And I've got a little bit left over, so we'll do something with those in the end. So next colour I'm going to use is the lemon. So again, a nice generous helping of that one, and pop that into there and get that mixed in, and then get that one poured out. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly whiz through all of these colours on a quick fast forward, because you don't need to see me doing this to every single colour. So I'll be back when these are all poured out. So I have realised that I've poured the, I think it was the lemon one, I've poured twice into a pot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this orange to this colour here. I'm not sure what's in this one now. I think it's probably I think it could be the sky blue. So I'm going to hope that the orange will take over and we'll see the orange. So hopefully I haven't mucked this up too much. Just going to give that another good stir. Right, and then pour this one out. This one might end up being a bit thinner than the others because it's just the leftover resin. No, it's actually all right, actually. Right, so that's all my colours poured, and I have got some left over. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mixture in one of the moulds from Create and Bloom. So I'm going to use this lovely mould that came in my box of goodies, and I'm just going to add in all of the colours, and we'll just see what it looks like. So a bit of everything going in. Some of that, or if it would come out. Not much of that orange, and some of the lemon, some of the purple, and some of the red, some more of the lemon, and I think this one's the lime, some of that one, some more of the purple. Be interesting to see how this turns out. Some of the pink, some more of the red, and let's get a stirry stick. Get these last bits out. Some of that one, and the orange. And a tiny bit left of the pink. Put that in there. And this one. So I'm just going to keep going until this is all full up. That's all full now. And what have I got left? Have I got anything left that I can... Let's just put some of these little leftovers into this one left here we've got. So let's just scrape out all my little leftover bits. Pop all this into there. Tiny little bit left of purple. Pop that in. And we've got quite a bit of this one, because this was the one that I poured twice by mistake. So we'll get all of that one in there. She's my biggest stick. Get that scraped out. And a little bit left in there. And is there a little bit left of that purple? Once you've let your cup sit for a while, you do find that you've got a little bit extra in the bottoms there that you don't want to waste. So a bit more of that one. And I think I might be able to scrape out just a little bit more of the orange. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a little swirl around with a stick. There we go. And just give those a quick torch. Pop any bubbles that might be there. There we go. And I think I saw a little hair in one. Where did I see that? I'm sure. Oh, there. Let's get that little devil out. There we go. And I think there's one in the pink one there. Right, that's it. So we're just going to leave these to cure now, and then I'll see you back for demold. These are all cured up now, so let's pop these out and see how they're looking. Ooh, that looks lovely. Right, don't forget to put your moulds back in the right way. Right, let's have a look. That's really pretty. I like that. Be interesting to see what it looks like once it's been charged. Yeah, loving that. The colours actually like really mix in well, don't they? I wasn't sure whether I'd lose some of the colours that I put in, but they're all there. Lovely. Right, let's get these out now as well. So that's the one that I did the little mixture in. I love how you can still see the glitter in there. That's the orange one. I must have undermixed that a little bit, but still looks lovely. Pink one. Ooh, that's pretty. So these will be shown to their best glory once we charge them. So let's get them all out, and then we can get them decorated and then put under a UV lamp. Oh, that's nice. A UV lamp to charge them up. And if you haven't got a UV lamp, you can always just put them on your windowsill in a sunny little spot. Lovely. Right, so I think we'll give these a little bit of a decoration, so they're not just plain. And I've got these, that's the one side for a minute, I've got these DTF stickers, which I thought would be quite nice, just to keep them nice and simple. So let's cut out some of these, and I wonder if that one will fit. Oh yes, that will fit lovely. So let's just, I'll cut some of these out and then I'll come back to you. So I've cut out a selection of the DTF stickers, so they're all ready. And I just thought I'd highlight these details on this lovely tea light. So I'm going to use the Create and Bloom Flourish Paste in Valley of the Kings. And you do need to give these pots a good stir if they've been sat for a little while not being used, because the different ingredients separate, so you have to give them a good mix. And I'm only wearing gloves because once this stuff sticks, it really does stick. So if it gets on your nails or anything like that, it's not coming off. So, oh, that looks lovely. Like that. So let's just highlight these details. So I'm just going to work my way all the way around this little pot. Just put a blob on my finger there. And just work that round. That's really showing off that detail lovely, isn't it? Right, so I'll just quickly finish this off and then I'll be back. So that's that one all finished. Looks lovely, doesn't it, with those highlighted areas. And you will need to use a battery operated tea light in this, being resin. So that's that one finished, and we see these charged up a bit later. So now to put these DTF stickers on. And the good thing about the DTFs is that you don't need to do a top coat after. You can if you want, but it's not necessary. So we're going to put that down and give that a little squidgy. and then you peel the top layer off with your DTFs. So I'm just gonna take that bit off. So there's our mixed colour one. Lovely. Right, so I'm just going to work my way through these. I'll just pop you on a quick fast forward while I do this. Right, so that's those all done. So next we can put them all together and make them into a keychain. I've already got a little clip thing attached to those bits, and I'm going to use a little split ring. And you want to be doing this, you don't want to open it out that way, you want to twist it that way. So I'm just going to open that out like that, pop that through there, pop my little chain on the top, if I can get that in the hole, and then close that back up again, just in reverse to how you did it the first time. And then I'm going to take another little split ring, smaller one this time, and same again, separate that. Just going to take a little charm, pop that through there, and one of my little tassels, pop that through that top loop there, close it back up, and there's my little keychain done. So I'll quickly do all the others off camera, and then we can get these charged up and see them glowing in the dark. These are all finished now, so they've all got a little tassel and a charm on them. So I'm going to use, I've got a couple of Let's Resin UV lamps. This one's brilliant because you can separate this one, so I can cover a wider area with those. So that will cover those two. And then I've got this other little one that looks like a little spaceship, and that can go over the tea light and get those charged up. So I'll see you in a little while. These are all charged up now, so let's have a little sneaky peek and take a look at these. Oh wow, look at that glow. Let's turn the little light on as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that's impressive. That really is. Right, let's take a look at the others. Let's just pop that lamp out the way for a minute. Put that one there. Let's have a look. Wow, look at those. Even the bottles are glowing, look. They are gorgeous. Let me just pick one up for you. That's absolutely stunning. Let's turn the lights off. Let's turn this one off as well. Hold on a sec. Let me just turn the lamps off. Right, there we are in darkness. They glow really well, don't they? Look at those. Wow. You wouldn't lose your car keys at night, would you? That's for sure. They are absolutely stunning. Thank you ever so much, Lou, for sending me this box of goodies. I really do appreciate it, especially considering what you're going through at the moment. And don't forget, people, if you can spare, you know, a few pennies to support Lou, that would be much appreciated. And I know times are hard for all of us, so if you can't, then maybe support her by subscribing to her channel, sharing her videos and getting her products seen by lots more people. Look at these lovely products, absolutely gorgeous. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.